Well, hello everyone. You're on the lifeboat with Captain Calhoun. Happy Sunday. How you guys doing? Can we get a 5x5 real quick? I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm new, but I always am nervous that my setup is different, but it's the same. It should be fine. Good evening. It is I, Spanx Calhoun. I feel like my point of view is zoomed in a little bit, but I think I'm going to leave it. Aaron Cooper, Valerie, Goddess Divine, my sister George, good to see you guys. Layla Bradley, Charlie Mullins, Mona Englehart, Lacey Silver, Ben Bacon Bits, Smith Sunrise Dawn, the Inappropriate Heifer, Goddess Divine. Glad you guys made it. How was everyone's Sunday? Seventh Son, good to see you, brother. I got your message. I have not responded yet. Kristen Melinda, Just Pauline, good to see you guys. Dennis N, I don't know if I've ever said hello to you. Hello there. How are you? Matrix Rabbit, how you doing, brother? Awakened by the Looking Glass. Anne Hummingbird. Jen Marie. It's been a while, Jen. Good to see you. Janet G. Ben Bacon Bits. Tina Serlin. The Newest Nut. Good to see you guys. How is everyone? It has been a weekend, that's for sure. A quick one. That's the title right there. And it's gone. The weekend's gone. It's over. Goodbye. Back to work. Yeah, it's never long enough, you know? Thank you, Riley's Human. Thank you very much. This hat, someone got me this hat. It is my new favorite thing, I have to say. It's pretty sweet, isn't it? I am the Noise Opera, member for 16 months. Love you all, says I am the Noise Opera. We love you too, man. Heck yeah. Good to see you. Thank you for your support, man. Jemiah COVID Council. Mineral collecting in Maine. Tara Smiling. Good to see you. I'm doing pretty good, Mona. I am doing pretty good. You know the deal. I was tired and had a headache before the thing started, but it's all just in my head. As soon as I hit play, everything's fine. Good to see you guys. I missed you guys, I figured we'd just play some games again today. Chrissy, never in Newton, good to see you. I figured we'd just play some games, question, answer. I don't know. Today got away from me, so I figured we would just hang out. It is Sunday. It feels weird doing real work on Sundays, but it also feels weird not doing recovery. But we can kind of mix it up, do a mix of both. Chow Yun Smut, good to see ya. Awakened by the Looking Glass, became a member. Looking good in green. Looking good in green. What's gone? Oh, the weekend's gone, Roberta. It's gone. And it's gone. Just went by so fast. Just went by so dang fast. Thanks, Chow Yun Smut. It's my new favorite thing for sure. I love this dig. I wonder why my field of view is so zoomed in. Now it's going to bother me. Let me see if I can't give it a fix, huh? And then there was another thing. Here we go. Oh, all right, here we go. We're going to roll with that setup today and see how we like it, all right? Yeah, it always does. It always does. DNV became a member. Looking good in green. 1983. Good to see you. Miss Dragon, how are you today? We have to give ourselves a distraction. It's great to know we have the recovery as a safety net, but we still need the breaks. Yeah, for sure. I mean, let's hang out. Let's relax. We've been it's been pretty heavy leading up to the weekend. So let's enjoy this relaxation while we can. Not that there's not real stuff going on, but I agree with that. Nancy Schmancy, I love the name. Spanx in HD. This is only 720p. I've been meaning to go to the thrift store or like one of those resale type joints to get a cheap monitor that can produce in higher quality. I'm really looking forward to getting like multiple monitors, high quality. Because the camera's good, the mic's good. We just have a couple tertiary, as it were, pieces of hardware that can be upgraded and whatnot. So we're about to take it to the next level. Commercial about adjustable eyeglasses. I don't think it's a fake ad. I have not. It's a legit ad, I imagine. I didn't go and check that setting. I said I would. I'm pretty sure this monitor can do 4K, Ben. I just don't think that maybe it's because of a restream setting that I haven't looked at, but it says right here 720p. And I noticed that for the first time today. So definitely add to my list of things to look into. But sorry about the ads. I don't think you should have to watch ads if you show up live. I did not fix that today. I should be able to fix that though. So, Brazy girl, good to see you. How you doing? It was my junk food weekend, says Mona. Tomorrow I'm heading back to healthy. Well, sometimes you got to cheat. Sometimes you got to do a little, be a little selfish and do something for you. There's nothing wrong with that. 50% of the time when the boat starts, says Valerie. This was just brought to my attention this morning. So I appreciate y'all that are sticking with me throughout that. That was definitely not the intent. That is a lazy oversight. I don't know if lazy is the right word, but definitely an oversight on my part. I have not spent much time with Reese, but we did have lunch yesterday and it was fantastic. She's a great hugger, I have to say. And yeah, we had lunch, kind of hung out for, I don't know, maybe an hour. So, but it was nice. It was really nice to see her. She's just as sweet in person, you know. Tommy Bird says it's no big deal. I appreciate you guys. Every time a live starts. How was my day? Brazy Girl asks. Well, my day was kind of meh, to be honest with you. I wish I could say something else, but I started out the day with not enough sleep because I stayed up too late last night, remember? And then so after the live, instead of making flapjacks, I went right back to bed. And I slept for a couple hours and woke up feeling pretty decent, not bad. I didn't wake up feeling bad, but it's not like I woke up feeling amazing. And ate some food and kind of hung out and did some work, some things that needed doing, and then started feeling tired again. It just caught up with me, and did not take a second nap because that just seems foolhardy, right? But I just been kind of meh today, kind of drained. So been treating myself real good, put the feet up, listen to some music. We were a little productive. We did some laundry and some dishes, and just regular good stuff, good adult stuff, but nothing to write home about, right? These days, though, those days that there's nothing to write home about, that in itself is the treat. Just being able to relax. There's no expectations on you, your phone's not going off, there's no appointments to keep. That's my favorite. Those are my favorite days these days. DNV asks, how's Johnny doing? I heard he's really sick. But I did see him live today, or if maybe it was just a video. I saw that he posted a video today, and he said he's making it. So I imagine he'll live through this one. Can't get rid of Johnny Scoville that easy. He's been strengthening his immune system for years. I think whatever may come, he's going to outlive us all, to be honest. Shout out to my uncle. Let's get some ones for him. Why don't we put some ones up for Johnny Scoville? Hate to see the guy not feeling good, and he's definitely not feeling too hot. The truth be told. Yes, Layla Bradley. Layla asks, are you still planning to make the second live an hour earlier or so? Yes. Tomorrow. Well, today, this live right here is going to be the last 7 p.m. Pacific time live in the evening. At least for a little while. We're going to try out 5 p.m. Pacific, so 2 hours earlier than we normally do evenings. I have it on good authority that it's going to work really good for a lot of people, and I imagine the people that it doesn't work good for will probably end up hearing from them after it starts not working well for them for some reason. I feel like that's how it's going to go. But yeah, that's a lot of love for Uncle Johnny. I'm gonna tell him that we got about 123 sets of ones for him. Yeah, he's loved. What a guy, right? What a guy. If I yeah, it's really cool being his nephew, I have to say. It's neat. At least 95, says Kristen Melinda. I agree. At least. Nancy Niles has a great question. Let me scroll up through the sea of ones. I am so hungry, guys. Holy, I might have some more tacos again this evening. I have some leftover meat. Did they share any peanut butter cups with you, Dad and Reese? No, they did not. They have peanut butter cups over there. I see how it is. Well, I'm going to have pizza or something without them. Tacos. I'm going to have something great. It's going to be great. I'll have to tell them to save me some peanut butter cups. Those are some of my dad's favorite candies. He is really into the PB and cup. Yeah, you can't not like Johnny, says Ben Bacon Bits. It's like not liking Sunshine and Puppies. For real. It's really hard not to like the guy. Who shares peanut butter cups, though? Honestly, that's hilarious. When you put it that way. Frank Humphreys read my mind. A day without additional stress is a successful day. What's my favorite candy, Layla? I used to really like gummies and stuff, but my teeth aren't doing super great these days, so I try not to eat gummies and whatnot. So I wonder. It's a good question. That is a good question. Chocolate, probably chocolate. Maybe some like dark chocolate. Or what is that? What am I thinking? My grandma likes these like truffles that you get at like the pharmacy or whatever, or not the pharmacy, but like Walgreens. And they're like little circles and they're twisted up in plastic, but they come in different, like the plastic's either red or blue or green. Lindor, yeah. Those are fire. Those are really, really good. In whatever combination, they come in a bunch of different styles or whatever. Every single one of them is fire. I bet you, Mona, I bet you European chocolate is far better than American chocolate. I've heard tell of the capitalist machine churning out cheaper and cheaper production methods, but at the cost of quality, ingredients. I'm sure that there are still places that have legit chocolate. It's just not here. And you know what? When I finally leave the States for the first time and go on my sojourn to wherever it is I'm going to make sure to get some real chocolate, some non-Nestle products. Yeah, Bless Two Crochet says, if you haven't subscribed to the Ripples, please go and hit subscribe. Show the boat and the Ripples some love. Well, maybe I have a question for you guys, huh? Yeah, I really want that European tour real bad. I tell you what, the world tour would be sick. But I mean, you got to dream, right? We'll land somewhere amongst the dreams in reality. Wax is considered an emulsifier in American chocolate. I hate that. I hate that. Champagne, truffles, and Zurich. Oof. Okay. Note to self: going to Zurich for the truffles. I phase my distortion for sure, but I've never tried to distort my phaser, so I would really like to see what that sounds like. I bet you that's a neat trick. The ripples are all of the crew channels. I don't know how else to say that. Like-minded channels that have unique perspectives. So we've been collaborating with some other channels in the community that have like-minded goals and diverse perspectives, in the hopes that we can have more uptime on lives, so that if there's ever a time that you're in need, someone's in need, they can come here and there won't be a meeting happening, basically, is the idea. So go show the ripples some love. They've been working hard to achieve that goal with us. We've all been working hard to achieve that goal together. What do USers call Smarties? I think we just call them Smarties, unless there's a punchline to your joke, Brazzy. I used to eat Smarties by the handful when I was a really young kid, just bounce off the walls. Have I had them out of phase? Cadbury eggs are some of my dad's favorite of all time. That's what I should have said. Cadbury eggs for sure are some of my dad's favorite. Yeah, I need to I should go watch more of your stuff, Kristen. If you ever want to ripple it up, you're welcome to. I think you'd be great. Bless You Crochet says, my birthday is in June and I have a birthday wish. I'm 32 subs away from 500. I'd like to reach that goal by June 18th. I think we could probably accomplish that. Why don't we go show Bless You Crochet some love and accomplish her birthday wish for her, huh? 32 subs away. Canadian Smarties are chocolate, and USA is like rockets in Canada. Yeah, in USA they're just like round sugar, hard sugar. Yeah, I don't know what to say. They're like flavored sugar cylinders. I don't know, circles. Chocolate's better than everything, though. Chocolate trumps all for sure. It's just science. It's just science. That's hilarious. Miss Dragon says, I used to tell my boys that the Dove eggs had alcohol so they wouldn't eat them. That's so funny. My first love ever, her favorite chocolate was just anything Dove chocolate. And I'll never forget that. Canadian Smarties are like M&Ms. Interesting. Much better than regular Smarties. M&Ms, yeah, just far superior for sure. Miss Dragon says she might be late for her live tomorrow. I think we'll allow it. Good luck with your tire and your trip, though. Double check spare tire before a trip. It's shot from lack of use, so I'm heading discount tire first thing morning, about 20 miles away. Good luck. Be safe. Travel safe. Good to see you, Goosebump. I didn't say hello yet. Zelda Z, Sandy Bowers. Good to see you guys. Chocolate is the best. It just like, I'm pretty sure scientifically releases endorphins. Like it has a response. Your body has a response to chocolate. So what's not to like? It's pretty great. Andy's Candy. I don't know if I've ever heard of Andy's Candy. Yeah, I'm excited for your birthday, Bless You Crochet. Coming up here pretty quick, huh? It's your month. It's your month. It's your month. Oh, I almost forgot, guys. My song of the day. This is a band that I got to see right before leaving Salt Lake. They're called Satsang, and the song is called "Will Stand." One of my favorite songs for sure. The chorus is just so powerful. He says, "We might fall on this road. We might, but we'll stand." I don't know. Yeah, just got me. Just really got me. It's the anthem. Oh yeah, Andy's candy chocolate and mint. That used to be my favorite thing to get it. I think Chili's used to give them out, like with your check or whatever. And that was a restaurant that my family would go to a lot when we were with my maternal grandparents. And I used to eat the crap out of those mint chocolates, those Andes. Oh my. Oh my. Brown and Miller, good to see ya. Chocolate, sweet, sweet chocolate. Always hated it. Is that a quote? Yeah, the Coca-Cola mixed with the minty chocolate. I bet you that's fire. Yeah, Andy's candy are peppermint, I believe, aren't they? Pretty sure. Pop rocks reminded me of something inappropriate for the boat. They have, apparently they're multi-use. It's all about the cheese curds, fries, and gravy, says Hanging with Mr. Ray Ray. I agree. Poutine is straight fire. Super great. I keep reading Reese's Cup, and I read Reese's Cup. You know what I mean? Instead of, yeah, you get it. You get it. Look at all this connection happening. It's been a while since we were this popping, guys. I missed all of you. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Doesn't it, Tara? Oh my. I could go for some poutine pretty much any time. Cheese curds are like one of my greatest weaknesses. Anywhere that sells cheese curds, I am down to be a patron of. As we speak, says Brazy Girl. I see how it is. Didn't bring enough to share with the class, huh? I'm just kidding. I'm just pulling your leg. You enjoy those. Enjoy those for both of us. Fries and strawberry shakes or gravy. Like dipping your fries in your strawberry shake, like dipping your fries in a Frosty at Wendy's kind of thing? Is that what we're talking about here? TLB has definitely like been a food thing lately, hasn't it? Maybe it's I keep coming on here and saying I'm hungry. I think that's what's happening. And I'm like unknowingly leading the conversation into dangerous territory because I'm suffering too. I'm just reading all of this like I should order a pizza right now. I don't even have to get up. They'll bring it to the door. We can have it together. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. You know, Lacey, I need to come visit before I make decisions such as that. You know, I've learned that I'm definitely a baby step kind of guy. I learned that by being like a run through the door recklessly kind of guy, and learned that didn't work for me. So I definitely need to come check it out, and you know, then we can consider things like that. But I definitely would love to live somewhere completely foreign, preferably somewhere where they speak a different language so I can learn a different language. I would like to go like immerse myself into an entirely different culture, at least for like a time, you know? I think that would be a sweet, sweet adventure. One of the things on my bucket list, but like not like a before I die. It's like a as soon as I possibly can kind of list, I guess. Blue cheese dressing and French fries. Interesting combination. I'm more of like a blue cheese dressing and chicken wings kind of guy, you know? I definitely am not opposed to fries and tartar sauce. That's more up my alley, I think. I'm a huge fish and chips fan, but not really the cod. Like I'll eat cod, but I generally don't order the fish and the chips unless the fish is halibut. I don't know. I know I'm a little pinky up sometimes, but it's just how I roll. Well, no, in Quebec, I'm pretty sure French is the base, isn't it? I don't know if that's the national language. I'm pretty sure French Canadian, right? French Canadian. That's where that comes from. And again, I'm not educated, so like, is Quebec different from Canada? I thought that was just the east side of Canada. I thought that was just the east side. You know. I know that's such a generalization. I'm probably not doing it justice, but. And French is such a beautiful sounding language. I would love to learn to speak that. Imagine bilingual Spanx. Imagine that. Come on here and just give you the dulcet tones of French Calhoun. Only one province? Oh, Quebec is a province. Okay. Now we're learning. Yeah, where is Plant Freak when you need her? I think she's probably just doing Plant Freak things, you know? Just out there living life. Okay. See you later, SB. You speak 2 other languages than English, says Mona Englehart. You know, that's I'm working on it, you know. I was using this app called Duolingo, but it requires more discipline than I had available. You know what I mean? So definitely something I could revisit, but the whole living in a place like that would give me a lot of incentive to learn how to speak it pretty quick, I think. Not that that's the intent, that's just me justifying, right? But I look forward to being able to speak more than one language, I tell you what. I do know a little bit of Spanish, actually, but I didn't pay attention to that class in school, so it's like broken Spanish. Mona Englehart says she speaks Hebrew and Yiddish. It's funny you bring that up. The language I was trying to learn on Duolingo was Hebrew, because out of all the languages that I listened to, that one sounded the most pleasing to my ear. And actually, if you want me to be completely honest, the way I decided which language I wanted to learn is there's this video on YouTube, and it's called, hold on, I don't want to misspeak, one of the best videos of all time. If you've never seen it, you're in for a treat. It's a Lion King. If you type in Lion King language, no. Long live Lion King language. Yeah, there's a video called The Lion King Mufasa's Death, multi-language, and it's just Scar throwing Mufasa off the cliff and saying long live the king in every language. Like, it just does it over and over in all the languages. So I watched that a bunch of times because it's comical and awesome. And when he says it in Hebrew, it's just like, oh my, it just strikes you right in the chest. And so I was like, okay, I'll learn Hebrew. I wonder if I can. We can play it on here, can't we? I'm sure we can. Here, hold on, let's check it out. This will be fun. Let's try it. Where do you get if you don't try new things? Nowhere. You'll have to let me know if the audio doesn't work or does work. Sasha Waskra. Oh, I muted my mic. That wasn't the right one. That totally wasn't the right one. The one that I was watching was just him throwing Mufasa off the cliff over and over and over. There wasn't all that extra mess. So I'll find it. I'll share it next time because I think it's a hilarious video. If you can find the right one, it's enjoyable. It's very enjoyable. That's how I decided which language I wanted to learn. Yeah, I don't know what that language was, but it threw me off that he was saying all the wrong lines. Um, Lol. Yeah, no miming over here. I used to play around with that back in the day. Anyways, I wish that had been awesome. I wish that was as awesome as I imagined it to be, but whatever. You win some, you lose some. You guys want to know what some cool news I found out today? I was listening to music earlier today and like thinking to myself, man, I really need to get out and do something social. And I was like, what do I do that's social? It's like, well, you should go to a concert, Calhoun. So I looked at concerts that are coming up, making sure that I'm not missing any like really, really, really heavy metal coming through. And tomorrow evening, this super crazy, super duper, right up my alley metal band is coming to town from Australia. They're going on like a North American tour and they're bringing a bunch of super gnarly metal bands with them. So I think I'm going to go out tomorrow night after the boat. That'll be a lot of fun. I did not know that was coming up. And it's going to work out perfectly with the time change and everything. I was going to have my dad cover the boat, but I don't need to because we're changing the time. So that's pretty cool. My hovercraft is filled with eels. There's just a website dedicated to the hovercraft being filled with eels in different languages. My side shave. My grandma probably is expecting a phone call about that. I used to do the mosh pit, Frank Humphreys. I do not anymore. You know, That's a great question, Brazy Girl. I deserve the side cut because it looks pretty messy without it. And I guess I should say I still haven't decided fully if I'm going to do it. Like it looks terrible right now. When I put the hair up, I just look like an escaped asylum clown. Especially when I get out the shower, it's like, but if I just ignore it for like another 6 months, it'll be like it's at the point where it's going to start growing really fast. So I could just tough it out. And like I keep thinking to myself, if I start shaving my head now, even if it's just the underside, like I'm almost 40, what if I start balding or something? And then I wish I had grown my hair out. I start having thoughts like that, you know? As opposed to, so that's like the long game, right? Is grow it out. And then eventually it'll look great. It'll just look weird as hell until then. But if I were to do the side cut, the undercut, basically I would fade it from the top down or whatever, all the way around. It would look amazing immediately, right? 8 years pass by in the blink of an eye, Kristen. You know what I mean? Especially if I'm like about to start having like the best time ever, which it seems like these years are going to be really good. Like the 30s, I think are going to like they're already pretty kick ass. I've made some pretty kick ass changes in my life, So um I just want to have hair. I want to, I want to have the hair. I spent a lot of time bald when I was younger. So now that I have like long hair, it's like, the undercut looks so good though. And when I do the fire dancing, it makes it so much easier to not burn my hair with the undercut. So like there's a lot to consider. There's good and bad on both sides, but really I just need to like if I don't make a decision, I'll just leave it, right? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm very torn. I'm super torn on the subject, Brazy. Yeah, that's a good point. Chow Yun Smut says that I need air conditioning for my noggin out here in Arizona, and she's not wrong. That might be a deciding factor when the heat gets to like 110 every friggin' day. I might have to just go down to the barber. It might come down to that. And imagine that day. That day you're just sweating, you're uncomfortable, you're so hot, you got all this hair on your head, and you go down there and you're like, all right, man, let's do it, let's undercut it, fade the whole back sides, and then you walk out of that mofo with a fresh haircut, your head's just shining, got the breeze whew, comes past, hits your freshly bared scalp, man, that's going to be a good day. Maybe we'll just wait for that day and we'll greet that day. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Lacey. Fireproof cap. Generally, what we do is we'll just get the head wet, or we'll wrap our head in a cloth that is wet. Water is the best barrier usually. Wow, I am alarmingly hungry. The shade provided by the hair, though, that's funny. Um, you know, there might be something to that. I've had a mohawk, Chow Yun Smut, definitely an enjoyable haircut, but a wild one. It's hard to like be respected, I feel like, as a person, like as a professional with a mohawk on. Otherwise I'd go get one. At least for me. For me, it's hard for me. Do you have a mohawk now, Chow Yun Smut? Because that's badass. I'm not going to shave the locks, Brazy, but when the summer comes, I might take the sides down in the back, like we were talking. But I do owe my grandmother like a trim, so I probably need to go get the split ends taken care of. Maybe I'll do that this week. I need to go to the dentist tomorrow too, so maybe we'll go run a bunch of errands. No dreads, Brianna. I have played with that idea a whole lot, and I've decided against it. Definitely have considered this many, many times. I have some friends that do really, really nice dreads and have really nice dreads, and I would totally have them do it. But I think I'm good. Definitely went back and forth on that for a long time. I think I would look great with like red dreads. Imagine that. Ultimate hippie. Culver's sounds fire. Oh my. Oh my. I might have to go down to Walgreens and put some money on my card because I don't have any money on the card right now. It's in the wallet. Yeah, I feel like I don't think the dreads would be a good fit, even though they would be badass. I do have leftover tacos though. I shouldn't go anywhere. I should just heat that up. Gonna nom it all down. I could always go get a pizza from the gas station. That's like my go-to last minute whatever food. England in the 80s. What a time. I would pay good money to be able to experience it. That's what I'm saying, Janet G. I think my hair is wonderful, and y'all can't even really see it. It's like strawberry blonde is what my grandma calls it. Apparently, it's pretty desirable. That's what they tell me, at least. First and River. I'm like right by. I'm on like Grant and Craycroft basically, and I don't have a vehicle right now, so I don't think I can't remember where River's at, but I feel like that's way west of me, or at least First Street. I feel like is way west of me, but I'm new. I don't know. I would kill for some Culvers though, for sure. Nico's Burrito Shop is like right down the street, and then Quesadillas is like across the street as well. Cup of noodles are a guilty pleasure for sure. Although they don't do a whole lot for like the belly. I feel like they just trick the mind, but they're delicious. Yeah, and I don't know where my red hair. Well, I guess I do know where my red hair came from, but not my dad, not Tammy, not the Admiral. Well, guys, I think I might get out of here. It's safe enough, Brazy. It is safe enough. It's better than some neighborhoods that I've lived in for sure, but not the best. That's what I'm saying, Valerie. I heard that the Native Americans didn't cut their hair, or like maybe it was a story about a specific military company that was made up of a certain tribe of natives. But I heard the story that they didn't cut their hair because it's like an extension of your nervous system, and something something something. It's just a tradition they had. But when they joined the army or the military or whatever it was, they made them cut their hair, and they all died. That was probably a terrible, terrible misinterpretation of the story, but I tend to think that I like having long hair and it gives me power. That's what I think. It is definitely a status symbol. That used to mean nothing to me, but for some reason I feel like I don't know, it's cool to be the center of attention sometimes. Definitely not something I'm opposed to. Surprise. But yeah, I think I am gonna get out of here, guys. I'm gonna feed myself. I hope thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Tomorrow morning is going to be great. We're going to start this week off strong. Get the new evening time, 5 p.m. Pacific, as opposed to the regular 7 p.m. Pacific we've been doing. So moving forward, it'll be 7 a.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Pacific for our lives. Hit the like, subscribe, bell for notifications. Um, and yeah, do me a favor and love yourself. Do something nice for you tonight. Do something that's just for you. And I'll see you in